day Rick did frontside nose slide on the curved sunset rail, which was like super cool, man. I just liked how that shot ended up coming out with like the chain in there and artsy bullcrap. But I don't know, it ended up coming out really cool, and that was like a pretty cool trick, you know, to do on that. But remember that day was so fun. It was like me, Muska, Lance Dawes, Rick, Carroll, Eric, Scott, Huff, and we ended up going to like that ledge, which was like some ledge coming out of this building right in Hollywood. Ended up skating it, and Muska's just so sick because he always gets like so psyched, like, all right, right here, homie, like super into it, you know. And he ended up getting the session sparked, man. And he did that. He like 50'd it, 5-0'd, 180'd it. I remember some guy came to kick us out, but then he was actually being pretty cool and was just giving us the heads up. And then from there we went right around the corner. It was the sunset rail, and then Rick did that frontside nose slide. And I'm sure having Muska there was getting Rick psyched a little bit. You can't, dude's just so sick to skate with. And then after that we ended up going down the corner, and I remember Huff and Muska were both trying to kick up the street gap, and then Muska like lands on one, and then next try Huff lands on one. And then a little bit later, Muska lands it, rides away, and then right back to back, Huff lands it, rides away. It's pretty sick.
How do I miss 2 in a row?
I don't know, that was just like a cool, fun day. It kind of reminds me of like when I was filming Modus. It was like that group of dudes would usually get together and kind of go out filming and stuff. It's pretty fun. And it's funny because you only have like a set group of dudes per video, and it's like, you know, if I was making feedback, it would be like, you know, Muska and everyone else who was in that crew, and you only have them for 6 months, and then once that video's done, you got a whole new other crew of dudes for 6 months. And back then it was like we had to make a video every 6 months. So that's 2 Transworld videos a year, which is insane. I don't know how we even pulled that off, because that like 6 months to make a video nowadays was like shocking, you know. Whereas now it's like you know, Transworld does them like once a year. So yeah, it was fun, man. Scott Johnson at the beneficial gap the ledge. So, you know, this was all right when Lakai was starting, and I think Scott needed like a Lakai ad, and he actually went to beneficial with Ballard, shot a sequence of fronts 180 switch crooks across it, and he grinded so far, and Ballard ended up not getting the very last couple frames.
What happened here the other day?
Ballard blew it.
I didn't blow it. What happened?
I mean, how's I know the guy's gonna grind halfway the block? 14 frames, I ran out of film.
So they ended up going back like a week later under the gun, like ad was already due, the whole deal. And I ended up going back with them filming that day. And I originally started filming like fisheye right next to him, but I remember Ballard was right here, and it's kind of hard to do that whole dynamic where one guy goes in and the other guy goes out, and it takes a lot of practice, and sometimes it just doesn't work. And so I ended up filming at long lens rolling, which ended up looking pretty cool, and I was pretty psyched just on how the clip ended up coming out. But it was pretty funny, like, you know, Scott's under the gun to get this thing. You know, he already shot it once, it didn't come out, so he's going back shooting it again. And then, you know, security comes, kicks out Scott, and we go around the corner, come back. His board shoots out, goes across like the 4 lanes of Wilshire Boulevard, whatever, how many lanes it is. Somehow dodges all the cars, doesn't get run over, he gets it. He gets into one, grinds it, and I was like, all right, it's on, you know, he's gonna do it. And then he ended up doing it, man. He stuck it, and you can just tell his face, like, afterwards he comes up where he's just like, his face is like quivering, giving me the high five. You could just tell he's so relieved, like, thank you. Like, it's like a little baby quivering or something. So yeah, it was pretty funny, but it was cool that we got that. found a couple other cool things you want to check out. There's like this Modus commercial I found that I think was like on a random 401. I think I found like some footage of some kids where I was asking them what the name of the video was.
Yeah, Modus Operandi.
Modus Operandi.
That's it, man. That's like 5, not my favorite clips, but like 5 kind of cool things in the backstory about making Modus.